Hello, I'm Lara Kochersen and this is Newsfeed. We're marking 2 years since Israel's war on Gaza began. And in this episode, we're looking at how the tech sector has powered, profited from, and helped silence the genocide. Big Tech has given Tel Aviv both cover and technical support against the 2.3 million people trapped in Gaza and against the Palestinians living under decades of oppression. Back in September, Microsoft admitted that its Azure cloud and AI tools were used by the Israeli military to spy on Palestinians. The company then disabled some of those features, but a media investigation in August showed just how far it went, with Israel storing calls and text messages from Gaza and the West Bank on Azure servers. That data was then fed into AI systems to decide who to kill, who to arrest, and who to blackmail. And with more than 65,000 Gazans killed in 2 years of war, critics say Microsoft's move is far too little, far too late.
These companies don't just sell tools, they sell the capacity to control, to surveil, and to dominate at scale. Cloud infrastructure has become sort of the digital nervous system of occupation, and machine learning models have become the predictive policing engines. The biometric systems become border enforcement tools. These are all tools that enable the surveillance, the targeting, the oppression, the silencing, the occupation.
Not all Microsoft workers stayed silent. Some took their protests straight to the company's own stage, interrupting the 50th anniversary event to denounce the tech industry's role in the war. They called for accountability and then paid the price. Every one of them was fired.
Well, I think...
You're all hypocrites. I'm a Microsoft worker. 50,000 Palestinians in Gaza have been murdered with Microsoft technology. You're celebrating on their blood. My time with Israel.
I hear your protest, thank you.
Shame on you! You are a war profiteer.
I hear
Stop
you, thank
using
you.
AI for genocide, Mustafa. You have blood on your hands. All of Microsoft has blood on its hands.
Gotcha! How about you show them how Microsoft is killing Palestinians? How about you show them how Israeli war crimes are powered by Azure? As a Microsoft worker, I refuse to be complicit in this genocide!
Free Palestine!
Microsoft isn't alone. Under Project Nimbus, Google's technology has been used to analyze images, videos, and detect objects, tools deployed in Israel's genocide in Gaza. Amazon is also tied to the same project, but the list doesn't end there.
IBM, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, that's Google, and Palantir. They provide Israel with AI technology, cloud technology. For instance, IBM, they train Israel's military personnel, they train their intelligence personnel, and they also manage Israel's database, like a central database of the Population, Immigration and Borders Authority, which collects all kind of biometric data on Palestinians. And I mean, special shout out to Palantir, one of the most evil companies in the planet. So Palantir has provided Israel with automatic predictive policing technology, core defense infrastructure for rapid and scaled up construction and deployment of military software, and an AI platform which allows for real-time battlefield data integration for automated decision-making. So basically, Palantir provides Israel with all kind of technology that enables them to be more efficient and more effective at unaliving Palestinians.
The same platforms that once gave Palestinians a lifeline to expose the brutal reality inside Gaza, connected activists, and fueled global solidarity campaigns are now under fire themselves. Human Rights Watch flagged systemic censorship of Palestine-related content in 2023, and those concerns have only deepened through 2024 and 2025. Rights groups say the problem is clear: over-removal of pro-Palestinian voices, under-enforcement of abuse directed at them, and opaque reliance on automation and government takedown requests. Meta, in particular, has come under scrutiny. Its platforms have repeatedly removed or shadow banned Palestinian content under the guise of hate speech. A 2025 probe revealed that Meta even hosted fundraising ads for Israeli military equipment in direct violation of its own policies. Many of those ads were only taken down after journalists started asking questions. For Israel, social media isn't just a battleground of ideas, it's a weapon. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met with American influencers in New York in September. He praised the power of platforms to shape public opinion. Netanyahu singled out TikTok as the most powerful tool right now, acknowledging that whoever controls it controls the narrative.
Israel can't win the narrative war, so they're buying it.
Under the terms of this deal, TikTok will be owned by a majority of American investors and controlled by a board of directors with extensive national security and cybersecurity credentials.
This consortium is led by Larry Ellison, who built his company with CIA contracts and is the largest private donor to the Israeli military. TikTok has been on the front lines of exposing the world to Israel's genocide in Gaza.
TikTok, if you will, it is the 24/7 news channel of so many of our young people, amplifying and intensifying the anti-Semitism and the anti-Zionism with no repercussion.
And their algorithm has been beyond their influence and control until now.
And the algorithm, I know this is a question many of you have had, will be secured, retrained, and operated in the United States.
Israel is also paying to push its propaganda. It struck a $50 million deal with Google, YouTube, X, and ad platforms in France and Israel to amplify its messaging and downplay the famine in Gaza.
You've seen this on Google telling you that Israel's not starving Gaza. There's no starvation in Gaza. Well, there's a reason you're being shown that. Google was just exposed for signing a $45 million deal with Netanyahu's office to push propaganda that Israel is not starving the Palestinians in Gaza to death. Guess when this deal started? Just days after March 3rd, when Israel began blocking all food, water, aid, supplies, fuel from entering the Strip for almost 3 consecutive months. Israeli data even shows this, and the spokesperson ironically said that this was a digital campaign to explain that there's no hunger and present the data, when they have real data backing up that they blocked all aid, food, water supplies, everything from reaching the Palestinian people for nearly 90 days. Dropsite News, who exposed this, revealed that Zionist government documents referred to this campaign as Hasbara, which is an Israeli term that's often translated as propaganda. It's their propaganda strategy. And they didn't only spend money with YouTube/Google, they spent money with X and some French media company.
As part of that disinformation campaign, an Israeli YouTube account known as Traveling Israel posted this video titled Summer 2025, Genocide Never Tasted So Good.
What are the top 5 restaurants in Gaza in the summer of 2025? Well, there are a lot of them. But before we dive in, just one quick thing. All the restaurants you are about to see are open right now.
The video shows cafes and restaurants supposedly still operating in Gaza City. It attempts to show that food is abundant and that global reports of famine are exaggerated or false. Of those 5 cafes featured in the video, one had shut down entirely due to lack of supplies, another had just reopened after being closed for weeks, a third says it no longer serves food at all. And it doesn't stop there. Similar videos have flooded every social media platform. But here's the thing. Many of these viral clips are either outdated, AI-generated, or not even from Gaza.
I think the famine in Gaza is fake. 2025's starvation famine in Gaza is 2024's genocide, because the genocide shtick didn't stick hard enough. Like, it really needed to stick, and not enough Gazans were dying. The fake famine is 2.0.
And the people here are facing a severe and unprecedented famine, a humanitarian crisis.
The media continues to push a lie, a false narrative of famine and starvation, but as we see here, whether they're embedded amongst civilians or living in the tunnels, Gaza's leaders seem to be doing pretty well with food, eating hearty meals. Now, if there is food insecurity, blame it on the Gazan leaders.
As Israeli forces encircle Gaza City, the humanitarian crisis is only getting worse. Palestinians are facing severe hunger, a collapsed healthcare system, and what the UN calls a man-made famine. More than 450 people, including babies, have died from starvation since the war began. Despite global appeals, Israel continues to block significant aid, allowing in only a limited number of trucks each day. Experts say this is merely a drop in the ocean. In May, the US-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation promised to tackle the hunger crisis. But since then, nearly 2,600 people have been killed at its aid distribution sites. In July, whistleblowers revealed that those sites had become death traps, with civilians gunned down as they waited for food.
The IDF gave us, SRS, UG, they gave us our marching orders. They told us which sites we would deliver from, when we would deliver, how much aid we would deliver. how much time we would stay on the site to deliver, what type of aid we would deliver. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation from the beginning established distribution sites that were inadequate, that were purposely located in areas that drew the population through active war zones. This is what I saw at these sites. People being shot, people coming and being shot, people leaving and being shot. And every time there was a distribution, we received MCIs, mass casualty incidents. Distribution sites, they are not there to provide food or humanitarian aid. They are there as a trap. The goal is the complete annihilation, the removal, the death of all Palestinians. It's always been Israel's plan to do that, and the GHF being a part of this was always part of that plan. It is an expertly designed and crafted plan for the purpose of genocide, not to provide humanitarian aid. Every day we get closer to where there won't be any witnesses.
As the prospect for peace looms, for many Gazans, survival means never staying in one place for too long. 18-year-old Amir Ismail knows that better than anyone. He's been forced to flee his home 17 times, and he's documented that relentless struggle on YouTube, one evacuation at a time.
I swear I'm so tired. The situation is so bad. Right now they are forcing all the people in the north of Gaza to evacuate to the south of Gaza. Here at this area, and they started shooting on me, and the window got broken, as you can see. And as you can see, I was sleeping here. We're still alive. Right now, we are in the south. One day, I will open the camera and I will say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Palestine, especially in Gaza, where there is peace and happiness, and there is no war and there is no genocide.
And that's our show. Find our latest stuff on YouTube and do subscribe to our channel. See you soon.